Okay. We're live. Hello and welcome to the show in the garden. There are two beautiful bucks that I got on film yesterday, and they are right there, and they are playing with each other, button
Nick
heads.
Brown.
Nick, hello.
Good morning.
You might notice them right
Nick
there.
Brown.
You might see some movement.
Good morning.
Yeah. They're I can adjust this a little bit, I think. It's new adjustments for me, so give me a second here. Yeah. There you go. There you go. And you can see he's right behind that planter, man. That planter is, oh, there he is. There he is. There he is, right there. And I wanted you guys to see that while I start the show and just give you an example of some of the things we see during this podcast, which is great. You can see, I didn't even notice this, our trade's at 16, which means we're at 100% profit. How many traders can tell you that? 100% profit. That is beautiful. We made the right decision with Harmony. Harmony's looking great at 2.5 cents today. Bitcoin's up to 23.5. So let's go ahead and refresh the Rumble sphere. Okay, we've got one viewer over there, it says. Oh, I need to close that. Well, I kind of want to leave the brightness like this, so you can see the deer out there. Right there, I believe. Right there. If you keep your eye out there. I think it's just standing. Yep.
Spykesta. Morning Nate from Boston.
Hey, Spykesta.
Spykesta. Morning Nate from Boston.
We've got a double tap on the chat. Let's refresh it. Maybe that'll fix it. We've tapped into it twice. Look, we've got two deer on screen now. Here and here. That's fun. I don't have zoom control. Oh, I do have zoom control. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Look at that rack on that thing. Caught him just in time. Zoomed it in just in time. Now, how do we turn off this camera noise? We want to turn off the camera noise. Right? There we go. There we go. Okay. So I got my bezel right here. And we've got an article in the Orlando Sentinel I'm going to be reading about cannabis
Brap all day.
access.
Good morning.
Hey, Brap, what's up, buddy? We could bring this. Oh, wait. It's still got deer action out there, so I'll just leave the camera like that so you guys can enjoy some more deer. I know some people want to see deer in the morning, so I hope you're like me. When I wake up and I go out and I see deer outside in the yard, it just makes me so happy. Let's see if we can zoom that in. And maybe do this. I don't know. Oh, this is loose right here.
Are you on Twitch?
Am I on Twitch? I should be broadcasting to Twitch. I thought I blocked you, Lee. How the hell are you back in my show? I thought I blocked you yesterday for being a little... It's a good thing for you there's deer on the screen right now, Lee. That's all I have to say for you. Creeping up in here. You got blocked on Twitch, bro. I have a feeling. That's probably why you don't see me over there. I don't know how to unblock people over there. I don't even know where the block list is. What did you just... Oh, are you chewing on the grapes still? You like chewing on the grapes. You like chewing on the grapes. Yeah, you like the way that feels. He's so cute. He loves me. He just very gently chews on this little grapevine that he's got, and he doesn't chew it up. He just likes the way it feels in his mouth. He's so cute. Look at these deer coming across the yard. Oh, they're about to lock horns, guys. They're thinking about it. Oh, one is licking the other one's face. Oh, now they're like, nope, let's do it. No, let's do it now. Oh, they're so cute. They got scars on them, fresh scars from sticking each other with their horns.
Sean the secret orca. Good morning, Nate.
That old boy, man, he's like, nah, dog, I got you. He's like, I'll lock in and I ain't going nowhere. Look at his front legs, they'll go nowhere. His front legs go nowhere. Up there, we moved him back. He got him that time. Oh boy, now he's pissed. Oh boy, now they're fighting. Now this is where one of them can lose an eye. Oh my God. They hurt each other. You guys gotta be careful. Oh, that one guy, he's shaking his head. He's like, I don't like the way that feels. All right, let's go back here. So I'm enjoying watching the deer outside, man. Let's take that zoom back. Okay. That's one of the things I love about living here, these deer. I see a lot more deer here. And the ones in California, when they see you, they take off. And here, they're not so concerned. You know, they're used to the neighborhood, so they're used to seeing people all the time. They don't run away from you. So, in fact, the other day, two of them started walking towards me. They saw me, and they were like curious, and they wanted to come up to me, and I was like, oh my God. You know, it's kind of cool. So once again, Harmony is at 2,500, guys. That's 2.5 cents. So our trade is at 100%, which means we put in 8,000. Our 8,000 is now $16,000. Am I going to pull the money out? No, I don't need it. If I needed it, I would. I would totally pull profit at 100%. It's a great time. You made 100% profit? Great time to pull some profit out. You know? Should we let this guy out, or you want to go outside? Is that what you're doing? You want to go out there? The deer are gone, so. It's nice outside. It's going to rain today. How is everything? Oh, yeah, we've got an article we're going to be reading. Of course, they use racist terminology. You know, the word marijuana is racist, and no one should use the word. Okay, that word should be as shunned as any other racist terminology. And people need to be educated that it is a racist word. It was made out of hate and racism. It is a racist word. When you use the word after I tell you that and explain to you why it is, and you continue to use that word, then you are a racist. Once you've been taught. And I don't care whether you can believe me or not. That's on you. I've given you the information, and it's up to you to go research it on your own or take my word for it or whatever. But if you're going to continue using the term, then you are a racist. And that is a racist word. So that is the first thing I want to say before I start this article. Is let's just get that out there. You know, these people that insist on using that term.
Jeffrey Pettigrew.
People like...
Teach me I wasn't here.
People like Joe Rogan, Jimmy Dore, and Kyle Kalinske, the people that I would tell repeatedly, hey man, that word's racist, and this is why it's racist. I would send them emails and messages and podcast texts and super chats and all kinds of things. I would explain it to them, and they would just ignore me. So all of those people are racists. Knowingly, when you use the word, once you've been told, and you could choose to believe it or not, the history behind cannabis. I mean, Joe Rogan already knows the history behind it. He doesn't like to talk about, you know, the fact that he's a racist for using the word marijuana repeatedly, and he should. I mean, where is it acceptable to use racist terminology? Oh, that's right, it's not. It's never acceptable. So why is this still a thing? Lack of education. People need to be educated on the history behind cannabis, its banning, and the racism that allowed it to happen. Once you realize that, wow, man, then you'll stop calling it marijuana like a racist piece of garbage. So I will change the term to the actual, the clinical term, the accurate term, cannabis. Anytime I see in this article, as I read it to you. Just so you know. Cannabis amendment clears hurdle. Legislation would allow for recreational use. Tallahassee. Backers of a proposed constitutional amendment that would allow the...
Sean the Secret Orca. Missouri legalizes recreational cannabis today.
That would allow the recreational use of cannabis in Florida have passed a preliminary hurdle to get on the 2024 ballot. So this isn't even going to be voted on for another year in November, right? So it's more than a year away. But here's the good news. The Smart and Safe Florida Political Committee, which has been bankrolled by the multi-state cannabis operator Trulieve, good cannabis from them, had submitted, here's the good news, 294,000 valid petition signatures as of Thursday, according to the State Division of Elections website. At least 223,000 signatures are required. So they got 294. They only needed 223, but they got 294. That's a great sign that people are supporting this legislation in mass, right? That's the good news. To review the proposed wording of the measure, a key legal step to the process. Trulieve, Florida's largest medical cannabis operator, has contributed $20 million to the effort. Trulieve, $20 million. You know, I've always said that this industry was about greed, and I'm about to prove to you that even though Trulieve put out $20 million so that more people would have access, I'm going to explain to you why Trulieve is just as greedy as everybody else. Number one, this bill does not allow us to grow our own cannabis, so Trulieve still has all the business. Number two, it just means more business for them if more people have access to cannabis, so they make more money. Consider it a $20 million investment. It's kind of like me putting $8,000 into Harmony, and then the Harmony going from $8,000 to $16,000, and you can see how I doubled my money from a simple investment. That is the exact same way that every business looks at money like that. You know, they're not putting $20 million out there to legalize cannabis for everybody so that they'll go out of business. They're doing it so they'll recoup that $20 million and then some. Okay? Don't ever let agencies fool you. I'll applaud them that they're trying to pass some legislation, but I'll also say, hey man, we know what's up, Trulieve. We know that that bill does not allow for growing your own cannabis. And if you really had people's best interests at heart, then you would allow for us to grow our own cannabis. And you don't. You made sure it wasn't in that bill. So how many more years do we have to wait before I can grow my own? Because mine is better than yours. I got news for you. Way better. But basically everything I had to say, but we can keep reading the article. Trulieve, Florida's largest medical cannabis operator, has contributed $20 million to the effort, all but $124 $124.58 of the money raised thus far. Huh? So Trulieve put up $20 million and somebody else put up $124? What? That seems weird. Just doing this, guys. Just doing this. It seems weird. The committee had spent more than $19 million as of December 31st, with almost all of it related to petition gathering and verification. That's another thing. They want to make it illegal for people in Florida to go around and get signatures for petitions and stuff like that. It's psychotic. What? I don't know. I hope that bill didn't pass. The Supreme Court will review the wording of the proposal to make sure that it includes only a single subject and would not mislead voters. Justices rejected 2 ballot proposals in 2021 aimed at allowing recreational use of cannabis. If the Smart and Safe Florida Committee gets Supreme Court approval, it would need to submit a total. Turn to Cannabis. It doesn't say that on page 2. It uses racist terminology instead. Oh, look. I found it. Cannabis. Of 891,589 valid signatures to get on the 2024 ballot, with certain numbers of signatures coming from at least half of the state's congressional districts. Under the adult personal use of well, I got to call this what it is because this was a bill. Under the adult personal use of marijuana proposal, I feel so dirty now. People 21 or older would be allowed to possess. Thank you guys for being so quiet and letting me read this. I see there's a lot of people here, and I see that you're not chatting and letting me read this out. Thank you. Older would be allowed to possess, purchase, and cannabis accessories for non-medical personal consumption by smoking, ingestion, or otherwise. The proposal also would allow any of the state's licensed medical cannabis operators to acquire, cultivate, process, manufacture, sell, and distribute such products and accessories. Florida currently has only 22 people in the entire state who are licensed to distribute cannabis throughout the entire state. 22 people have licenses because nobody can afford them. Yeah, we shouldn't need a license to grow our own cannabis. I didn't need one in California, and last I checked, that and this are still America. But I digress. Passage of constitutional amendments requires approval from 60% of voters. The Supreme Court review creates uncertainty. In June 2021, Justices in Recreational Cannabis proposal by the political committee Sensible Florida included ballot wording that would mislead voters. The court 2 months earlier rejected a recreational cannabis, they use the word pot, proposal by the committee, Make It Legal Florida. Backers of the corrupt proposal said they relied on guidance from the court's 2021 rulings. The plan also gives lawmakers the final say on how the cannabis industry is structured. The ballot initiative process is a costly and complicated endeavor due to several changes passed by Florida lawmakers in recent years aimed at making it more difficult for proposals to get on the ballot and to pass. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, making it harder for people to collect signatures. Nice, huh? Perhaps the most challenging of the restrictions prohibits petition gatherers from being paid by the signature, right? Which requires workers to be paid a daily or hourly wage. Petition gatherers who often travel from one state to another working on the ballot initiatives also must register with Florida. The ban on per-signature payments and the other requirements have more than doubled the cost of placing proposals on the ballot. Experts in the industry say, wow, so it costs us twice as much just to propose legislation. You know, I can't stand these legislators anymore. Cyber Reload, moo. Or, hey, Jiminy, what's up, buddy? I can almost hear you. Hold on one second. Yeah, I turned my sounds. My sounds are down. Okay.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just listening.
All right. For example, we're almost done, and then we're going to utilize some cannabis. For example, supporters of a 2016 constitutional amendment broadly authorizing medical cannabis spent less than $14 million to put the measure on the ballot and get it passed by more than 71% of the voters. You know, it's a big joke that we have to spend millions of dollars just to ask so we can have cannabis. We have to spend millions of dollars just so thousands of people will sign a piece of paper just so they will even consider it. That's a problem. This should be pissing all of you off. It shouldn't be that hard to propose legislation. For those who wanted to make it more costly and more difficult, they can drop the mic, right? Mission accomplished, as it were, said Steve Vancore, a spokesman for TrueLeave. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve Vancore from TrueLeave. Shouts out to you and TrueLeave for getting this done. We know you're doing it out of greed, because if you were doing it out of the goodness of your hearts, you would have made sure that growing our own cannabis was in that bill too. So, thank you and fuck you at the same time. It's far more expensive and far more complicated than even us going into this, than any of us thought it would be. I'm sorry. And that's why 20 million, 6 months in the field, not even halfway there with signatures, he said. I don't understand that. You got all your signatures. What do you mean not halfway? I don't understand this article. This article was written by somebody who just is not making sense. So let's see who the moron was who wrote the article. Who's the idiot? By Dara Cam, News Service of Florida. And there's no at. There's no at. Yeah, all right, you fucking racist. Let's find this racist bitch on Twitter. No. What did I say? Dara? D-A-R-A. Nope, she's not. She doesn't have. There's no Dara Cam on Twitter. So, let's search her on Google. News Service of Florida. Here it is. Boom. Dara Cam, News Service of Florida. Senior reporter, News Service of Florida. Great. News Service of Florida. How do we contact you? Contact. Watch the morning show. Start, download. Contact us. Hello. Why are you contacting us today? I have a news tip. I'm requesting coverage. I have concern about the station. Yeah, I have a concern.
When they can have a bill done
Tell us your
in a few
concern.
days
Racism.
if they wanted to.
The word marijuana is a known racist word. The correct term is cannabis. William Randolph Hearst invented the word to get cannabis banned. Now you know. In addition, you are a racist in the future if you or Dara Cam or any of your other reporters use this word. Racism. That's good, right? So this is what I do. I do stuff like this all the time. You guys can do it too if you wanted to have an effect on the world. Racism. The word marijuana is a known racist word. The correct term is cannabis. William Randolph Hearst invented, V-E-N, the word to get cannabis banned. Now you know. In addition, comma, you are a racist in the future if you or Dara Cam or any of your other reporters use this word. First and last name, Ben Shader. Your email address. Easy enough. Phone number.
Findlay South. Pot.
I'm not a robot. Findlay. What's up, Findlay? Yeah, they could have done a bill in a few days.
It took, I think, 2 years to do it here, national, federal
Jacksonville,
legalization.
Florida. That news agency that I just contacted is out of Jacksonville. So, they're pretty racist up in Jacksonville anyway.
But yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm not even from Florida, and even I know that.
Yeah.
I can't live
It's
in
the
the States
it's
and even
it's up north, and you're getting close to Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. So
good old
there's
States.
a lot of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard this.
So
That's gonna
somebody
take how long to
said
get to Florida.
all cops are bad. Put a picture up. You saw this? Put a picture up of a dog who's stealing sandwiches. I said, well, if he's stealing sandwiches from pigs, I would say he's a very good doggy.
Stephen Running.
But you would
Good
see that on
morning.
my Twitter, guys, because my Twitter's blowing up this morning. You should all go on. That's why I'm not even mentioning it, because my Twitter's just blowing up. Y'all should be there anyway, enjoying it. My Twitter is fantastic today. I put up some really good stuff. This
You ever receive a notification for a like for something that you put down maybe 5, 6, 7 days ago, and it says today, but yet you made the comment like 7 days ago, and you don't get the response till days later.
the
Like a
response.
notification for it.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because they don't have a date. They don't put dates, and
Exactly.
they should.
Exactly.
They should be a date and a time next to everything that Twitter puts up, and for some reason there's not, and it makes it very confusing. And they can show you anything out of sequence, out of order that they want now, and that's what they do because they think they know what you need to see. And there is a button at the top of Twitter, and you have to constantly click it because it reverts, and it'll say show the latest tweets first, show the newest tweets first. It's these 3 little twinkle stars. You got to click them.
Yeah.
And in order to see, it's on your feed. I don't know if it's still there. Let me see. Home. Yeah, it's not there. It's not there anymore. It's not there on the website. It might be there on the phone, but it's not there on the website.
Okay. That a bit weird though. I was getting like likes for like posts I put like a month ago. But it was when people like playground afterwards.
Dude, in honor of Black History Month, Miami Mayor Ponzi Postulita Francis Suarez just unveiled a Black History police cruiser with images of Africa all over it. What? You think a police car is how you celebrate Black History Month after what the police do?
What is wrong with people?
I can't even get the words out. Wow.
Nature.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck the police, man.
Why would you? It's like people think of the dumbest thing. Like, you know what? I'm gonna up that a little bit today.
Fucking A. That's all I can say is fuck the police. That's all I can say. Go listen to the song. Fuck the police. And NWA had it right a long time ago.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm seeing this. Everyone on the goddamn internet needs to see this. It's got 285 views.
Did you retweet it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said spread this like COVID, folks. That's a funny one.
She's in with the Illhan. Who is she?
What a sucker. Rob Sucker. Rob Schneider thought that Jimmy Dore was on MSNBC because Turncoat Don made a video of Jimmy Dore on Fox and Friends or Fox with Tucker Carlson, and instead of Tucker Carlson, he put Joy-Ann Reid next to Jimmy Dore, and now all of these idiot Democrats think that Jimmy Dore got on with well, not idiot Democrats, idiot anti-vaxxers, I should say, got on with Joy-Ann Reid on whatever the name of her show is. It's hilarious. So the whole anti-vax community is like, yay, Jimmy! Look, Jimmy's speaking truth to power, man! Wow, he's really speaking truth to power! Yeah, you know, sadly, this would only be done in a, sadly, this would only happen in an edited video joke. Fucking Rob Schneider retweets Turncoat Don. Unreal. He's got 1.4 million followers.
Patrick John Welder. Read that the guy who was brutally killed by the 5 officers was seeing one of the officers' ex-wife. Doesn't that make or premeditated murder? Lock them up forever.
Wait. Just because Patrick John Welder says it, yeah, we don't know where the source is or anything. So he's like, he read it. Where'd you read it? I haven't heard this.
Years perspective. I remember that being a case. Who was it? It was a case of.
I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call bullshit on Patrick John Welder.
Because it was all
Patrick
beat him
John
up.
Welder.
That was.
He says it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Really?
If that would explain why they beat his ass. That doesn't explain. I don't fucking know.
How would they have known who the guy was?
Well, they could have got his license plate and tracked him down, and then beat his ass because they're helping his buddy out cheating. I could see that. Cops are fucked up as a gang.
Dude, it just seems so outrageous. It just seems so salacious and outrageous. I mean,
Patrick John Welder.
But I don't.
He worked at FedEx.
dude, he's got the whole story. It's not trending. Yeah. I've been watching the news all morning. There was nothing on the news.
Is it very targeted?
Yes, very accurate description, bro. Retweeted.
Josh G. What's up?
Hey, Josh.
Oh yeah, you like that one? Yeah. So I don't know. You know, I like the Photoshop of his face.
He says it's everywhere. I'm not seeing anything. I'm going through all my news right now. Let me go to CNN. There's a bad jobs report, so stocks sunk, and crypto just kept hammering away, bro. Crypto's like, fuck you. Crypto doesn't care. Oh, stock market crashed? Crypto doesn't care. Oh, we got a bad jobs report? Crypto doesn't care. Oh, you didn't want to invest in Harmony a month ago when they told you? Crypto doesn't care. Okay, so it's not on CNN. All right, let's Google it. unproven. It's going around the internet. It says that it's so far it's an unproven rumor. So family says rumors Tyree Nichols was having an affair with cop's wife aren't true. You know, because every time you're having an affair with a woman
Josh
and,
G.
and she's married to a police officer,
That's so
you
impressive
always
to
go and
see
tell your family
100%
that.
gain on that trade
Because the
using
family's going to know
January
that you're
11th.
having an affair.
Josh G.
That's kind of weird.
Slow.
Hey. I don't know, man. It does seem kind of believable. It does seem kind of believable. Fact check. Was Tyree Nichols' girlfriend a wife of Memphis cop? Okay, here's the fact check from Newsweek. Dude, it's a fucking clickbait. An actor and model. Some actor and model is the guy that started this. I'm being told that Tyree Nichols was in a relationship with and worked at a Memphis FedEx with Memphis police.
Yeah, I
There's
heard that about
speculations,
another
unconfirmed.
That's interesting. So I heard that about one of the other beatings that the guy that killed the guy, they had worked at a
Newsweek could not find evidence to substantiate the claim that Nichols was in a relationship with the former girlfriend or ex-wife of Haley. Newsweek has contacted Crump and the Memphis Police Department for comment. According to John Best, general manager of school radio and TV for Memphis Shelby County Schools, per his LinkedIn profile, the parents are aware of the rumor and believe it to not be true. Either way, it doesn't matter. And even if it's true, it does, if anything, it makes the police look worse. It's almost like a left-wing conspiracy because it makes the police look worse. It makes it look like they went out of their way to find this guy, to hunt him down and kill him. So let's hope for those police officers' sake that it's not true, because those charges will be upgraded to first-degree murder if that turns out to be true. It's going to work against them. But I have a feeling that this is all bullshit. The news came from some actor model guy that just wants attention. And people like Patrick John Welder somehow seek out these fake news sources. I don't know where he gets all of his bullshit from. But when I searched it, the only thing that came up was articles that debunk it. So I don't know where he gets his stupid fucking news from. But Patrick John Welder, wherever you're getting your news from, and I have a feeling it's from your friends on right-wing social media, I have a feeling everybody's talking about it. Yeah, on all your right-wing social media friends probably are. But you come here and you talk to the truth and you find out, all you had to do was Google it to find out that there's nothing to substantiate it. And I'm not saying that it's not true, because maybe it is. But as of right now, it's just a rumor that seems to be invented by somebody who's not claiming where the source was, but he's an actor and a model. And that's where the news came from first. That's what Newsweek figured out. So, man, go find some reputable news sources, bro. That's all I could tell you. And like I said, whether that's true or not, you know what? I hope it is true. I really hope it was true. And I hope he was banging the hell out of that dude's wife, because that'll make me really happy. But we can only hope, right? God, I hope it's true. I hope it's true. And that's how rumors like that get so popular, is because people want it to be true. Somebody comes up with something, they're like, yeah, everyone's going to love this. Unfortunately, the people who make it up, they don't get called out for being the liars that they are, and that's sad. But,
Josh G. I like the way you do this.
Hey, man, all I know is what's out there. But at least I'm not lazy like Patrick John Welder, and I go and I Google some shit. And I don't just take some right-wing nut job's fucking word for it on whatever social media site he's getting his bullshit from. He's not gonna tell me his source, but I guarantee you it's a bunch of right-wing nut jobs that he follows on social media. That's my guess. You're
Sure,
never going to get the truth from those morons, dude. You're never going to get the truth. Go ahead, Jiminy.
Oh, the number at the bottom right hand side of your screen what was it? $15,990. What is that?
Was it 16 too before? Okay, went back to 16.
Yeah,
I guess I
that's
like
what I
to.
was trying
If
to
I
say.
cry, the money goes back up.
It was 16. Yeah.
Sean the Secret
Okay,
Order.
there. See, if I cry,
Love and enjoy the show.
if I
There
cry,
you
it
go.
goes back to 16,000. Somebody needs to
Yeah,
take a clip of
16.
that, bro. See, I own the stuff. I own the crypto market. Crypto doesn't
Spot
care. Nate cries and crypto
LOL.
doesn't care. Wait. I want it to be 16,000 so bad. 16. It's not going to do it. It'd be funny if it did. And then I'd say, crypto cares. No, look, crypto doesn't care. So what is that? What is that? That's the $8,000, bro. You see how it says 8K on January 11th?
So
It says what it is.
doubled your
It
investment.
literally says what it is. It says live trade bought on 1/11/2023 at $8,000. It's now worth $16,000. Why was that hard for you to figure out?
No, I was saying, bringing it up like, hey, look, it just doubled completely. Like 50,
It doubled
doubled
last
50.
night too. Yeah, we were really excited when we saw it. But
Oh, okay, I was
it's
pretty
more
good.
than doubled. And what's beautiful is Matic is down
Josh
to
G.
negative
Plus
0.1%.
100%.
And we're in profit. Now people can understand crypto. It's over its 24-hour. So we're up. And that's down a little bit, but it's up. It's down a little bit. It's up. When it's down a little bit, that's when it shows that negative. But it's still going up. You got to look at the value. Look at the value and compare to where it was when you bought it. That's how it works. It's so easy. It's just so easy.
16.
Anyway, I am
That's in like a month. Yeah.
New York Post, they put up a picture of these things that make Daisy Dukes look like grandma pants.
Oh no.
Yeah, look at this.
How?
I know, right? Look at this.
I mean,
Sean the Secret Orca. Love how
What?
much fun Nay is having with the
What?
cryptocurrency screen.
Where are you?
shine shorts sparked outrage. My crotch could never recover. What the hell are those? I mean,
Christ, man. I thought she fucking fell and broke her hip. The dog from on the carpet. Oh my god. My mom screamed like I thought she had fallen on the floor and broken her hip. I swear that's what I thought. And it turns out my dog had just thrown up on the floor. I was so worried. Running from here to there, it's a long way. And I didn't know. The whole time, my brain's just like, what the hell? What the hell? What's going on? Where are you? Ugh. She's standing there pointing at the puke on the floor. What is that? I go, Rogan threw up some eggshells. I was like, I'll get a paper towel. Thanks for scaring the fucking hell out of me, Mom. Boy Who Cried Wolf, man. You taught me that one. I mean, she could have just walked over here and said, hey, there's something over here on the floor. I don't know what it is.
Screaming at vomit.
She knew I was live on a show, too, man. That's just so weird. Anyhow, so, look. What it says in the article here. Look, it says, Shine Shorts sparks outrage. And in quotes, it says, my crotch would never recover. Listen, lady, if you're wearing those, they're going to be off of you really quick. Your crotch is going to be just fine. It's going to be getting exactly what it wants.
Yeah,
Trust me, those are only going to stay on you for a few seconds. So don't worry about it. Are you kidding me? How can you be that dumb? Nobody's going to wear those for more than 5 minutes. Shit.
No.
Hey baby, we're getting into bed. Baby, put the shorts on.
Josh G.
Put on the tiny Daisy Duke things you got. Put them things on so I can take them off of you.
I like how you say what you say.
Hey, what can I say? I like unwrapping gifts.
Josh G.
No.
That's
Excellent
exactly
take.
what I was thinking, but I didn't say it.
So, I haven't smoked yet today. I am this funny when I'm sober. I want everybody to know that. Yes, of course. And the reason I'm looking up here is because I've got the camera up there for some stupid reason. I don't know why. My monitor, so I can see what's going on. Oh, Mike Huckabee is giving away a book for free called Donald Trump Guide. And it's for children, and it's a book, like a colorful little book that explains to children how great Donald Trump is and all the wonderful things he's done for this country.
What the?
You could get this book for free if you just pay shipping and handling, and you get 3 free gifts if you get it. Also, on Fox News, I saw, because my CNN wasn't working this morning, so I switched to Fox News. They had... they were covering a story of 3 immigrants that they caught at the border, and they were Chinese immigrants, right? Now, for anybody like Cyber Reload or anybody that studies China or understands what China's like, you understand that if you leave China, if you defect, they will punish you severely, and not just you. They'll go after your family. They'll go after everything you love. If they can't get you, they're going to get your next of kin. They're going to get your second freaking cousins. They're going to throw them all in prison, right? Fox News put the immigrants' faces on screen so that China could identify those people. People are probably going to die because Fox News is so racist, they don't give a fuck about Asian people. So they decided, hey, let's put their faces on TV. Everybody knows what's going to happen to their families now. They got facial recognition in China, bro. They're going to know exactly who those people are.
I need some people from over there. They're very disgusting.
Okay, so I'm gonna write a tweet, and I'm gonna make it at Fox News, and I'm gonna call them the morning show. I'm gonna call them the fucking murderers and the racists that they are. At Fox.
Actually, the most anti-police
News.
people I've ever met were Asian people from China. Actually, not
Josh
anywhere
G.
else.
That's
Hey,
beyond
Fox and
it. Even
Friends.
Fox knew what they were doing.
Because their police make you disappear. Yeah. That's what they said.
Fox
So,
and Friends. Fox Friends first.
and banks too. They don't touch banks.
Okay.
People love them. Put their money in those days. Gold.
That is a great tweet, dude. I said Fox News at Fox Friends First. Great job putting the faces of the Chinese immigrants on your news program this morning. Were you hoping China hunts their families down, or was this just a silly little oopsie on your part again? Now, all of you could go on right now, on Twitter, right now, and you could retweet that. You could send it to Fox News, Fox and Friends, Fox affiliates, Fox everything. At Fox, just start typing at Fox and send it to every freaking Fox agency out there. And you know what? People are going to see it because I got a blue check. Feel free to go out there and retweet it, like it, and leave comments on it. Or don't do anything about, Fox News putting immigrants' lives at risk and putting their families' lives at risk, all so that they can make money and please their base audience members that probably approve of that. They probably don't care if Chinese families get murdered in China. It doesn't bother them. That's why they watch Fox News. I've got a list of those morons. Yes, and I'll add it, and you guys can re-at this, okay? There we go. Retweet, quote tweet. Here you go. Fucking clown show bitches. There, and you can feel free to retweet that one too, which is the retweet to all of the agencies: Fox News, OAN, Newsmax, Tucker Carlson, Real Donald Trump Jr., POTUS 45, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Tim Kass, Ron DeSantis, Florida, Real Candace O, Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan, Sarah Carter, DC, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. Go ahead and retweet that. Let all those people see that we see them for the monsters that they are. Expose them. It's the least you can do for being on social media. Exposing the baddies.
Who and how?
Morning,
Morning,
I've been on the
Hey, who?
hill before. Please.
Okay, cool. So,
I can't even talk. I think it's like when you meet some of these people from these other countries and you hear their stories and you look at them in the eye and you're actually talking to them, it's fucking horrible, man, what happens over there. Like, it's really bad. People don't understand until you meet somebody from there.
something else I saw on Fox News this morning. Republican black woman representative got shot and killed in her car in New Jersey yesterday. And I said, wow, a black woman who identifies as a Republican. Why am I not in tears? Maybe it's because Republicans hate both black people and women. And she's both. And she calls herself a Republican. She's a self-loathing black woman. It's almost like she wanted that to happen. You know? Crazy, right? What do you think? Let me know. Let me know on Twitter where the tweets are. Which psychedelic gave you the most intense trip? My dad knocking me out.
Well, that was more of a quiet. That was very quiet and peaceful than that happened. You got knocked out too? Fuck, man. A couple times.
Yeah, my dad only knocked me out once. I learned after that. He ain't ever knocking me out again.
I didn't get knocked out the second time. I didn't get knocked out. I got knocked out the second time, not the first time. Anyway.
The first time, yeah, he sucker punched me. And
Yeah.
the next time he bowed up on me, I bowed up back on him, and he backed off.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, you're going to come at me like a man? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to man up on you." And he backed off because he didn't know, and I didn't know either. But I was pissed, and I didn't care. And I was so proud of myself. I'm like, I'm so glad I stood up to him. I'm never going to have to put up with his shit ever again. And at that point, I never did. And well, there was one time after that my mom and I kind of got into it, and he was like, "Don't talk to your mother like that." And I was like, "Okay, fair enough." But Yeah, at that point, he never could intimidate me again. And it felt good because that man intimidated me my entire life. And it wasn't his fault. He's just an intimidating motherfucker. And I was a little kid. You know, he's 6'1", 200 pounds. And I'm just a little kid, he's a big dude. And he was physical too, he wanted to get physical, he could get physical.
Yo. My dad's probably, well, he's like 78 years old, so he's old for most people my age, parents.
My dad's
Yeah, he was in
91.
the military.
Yeah, you're right. It's older.
He was in the military for like 20, 30 years. God. So
what was he, like 35 when he had you? 40?
Yeah.
40? 35?
Something like that, yeah. I was a stepkid though. It wasn't anything wrong.
Oh. Well, that didn't hurt. That didn't hurt him so much then.
No, it didn't hurt him so much, but he took it on as responsibility to anyway.
Yeah, I got you. Look, I've been in a lot of relationships with a lot of women who've had children, and the one thing I never did was interfere with their children. It wasn't my job. Now, one time, the one kid said something to his mom in front of me, and I did the same thing that my dad did to me. Hey, don't talk to your mother like that. If I'm around, you're not going to talk to your mom like that. That was it. I've always allowed my girlfriends to do the parenting, and my job was to stay the fuck out of their business. These guys that move in and they take over, they're psychos. There's something wrong with them. They're not needed. The only thing that's needed is their fucking dick. And otherwise, and bring the money in and shut the fuck up. Let her do what she's always good at before your ass arrived. She was doing a great job on her own before your dick fucking showed up.
And their rules applied to me, but not to his biological son.
Oh, fuck that! Oh my god, dude, no! That's the worst.
Oh, dude, it's
like a freaking movie, dude. It's like a movie. God. So it reminds me of Step Brothers or some bullshit. God, man.
Anyway, yeah.
Wow.
Old school shit.
We all, what's amazing is we all have these journeys, and for each of us, they're rough. Everybody's been through some rough bullshit. And when we all finally meet up, we don't realize the journeys we've all been on. And as we start talking about them, and we're like, hey, man, I've been through some shit too, man. Listen to this. Oh, man. Damn, really? I just thought you were cool. No, I'm not cool, bro. Listen to what I've had to deal with. I am not cool at all. Bro, I've had friends of mine, best friends, that reveal something like years after, and I'm just like blown away by it, and I'm like, you've been living with this bottled up all these years. You could have told me, I'm cool, you know that. Just tell your friends, man. You got fucking stories and shit that are bothering you, or that's what friends are for, man. We're here to listen and help you process and to tell you that we've been there and we might actually be in there, dealing with it at that moment that you're dealing with it. I understand. Some people come in here talking about their father and stuff, like my father's old, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I got you, man. I know what that's like.
That's good to have one. Okay. Yeah.
Jump back! What's that sound? Bump, bump, here she comes. Big dab cross town. Hot shoes, bubbling up my dabber too. I'm getting high with Nay on the freeway. Getting high with Nay on the freeway. I like that. Dabbing on the freeway of love. All right, no law regarding cannabis. I'm so excited to be smoking this morning, obviously. Cheers. This is my first dab of the day. First cannabis use of the day.
Yep. First cannabis, yeah, cheers.
when you're exhaling smoke, do you think that the smoke I'm exhaling wouldn't get somebody else high? Of course it would. Of course it would.
Yeah, if you concentrated enough,
It's smoke.
like a hot box. Yeah, in a hot box, or you're making, or you're making showers, where you run the shower and everything. You can definitely do it.
My point is this: is the longer you hold a hit in, the more your smoke that your body can absorb. And the proof of that is ghosting a hit.
Yeah.
The whole 3 to 5 second rule is bullshit. It's not a rule at all. It's just a 3 to 5 second lie so that guys can sell you more cannabis.
I can inhale it and exhale it pretty quickly, and I'm okay. But if I hold it longer, I'll get more of the effect.
I'm sweating. I mean, I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, if I were to hold this in, I'd be sweating as well.
I don't know if you can see it.
The first hit of the day, I like to just take it easy.
My face is got drips of sweat.
Yeah. I'm finding hash this as well. If I get a good hit off hash.
My whole face is wet.
Yeah. You got Dab sweats.
Oh God, that was amazing. My whole body is sweating.
Yeah.
Dude, I want you guys to know that the entire market crashed and Harmony did not crash. Look. Down. This is Bitcoin. Down. This is Ethereum. Down. This is Matic. Whoa, look at Harmony way up here, man. Up in the green. Wow. Cardano, down. Binance is up. That's nice. Binance is doing great. So Binance and Harmony are looking beautiful. And everything else is down, 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 down. Why is that? Because Harmony is great. Because I told you that Harmony was great. And those of you that listen to me, you guys know that Harmony is great too. It's great because it doesn't just stick with the price of Bitcoin. Sometimes it soars high above. Definitely worth looking into, guys. I can only tell you about it and show you how much money it's making me. That's all I can do. You know? If I could put the money in your wallets and force you to get the crypto, I would do that. Because I know it's going to do you good in the future. You're going to have a lot more money in the future, and that's going to be helpful. The problem is, a lot of you don't have any money set aside to do something like that with. So that's something you need to start looking at. This market is always going to be here. There's always going to be a Harmony out there. You just have to find it. You got to find your Harmony at whatever moment you're going to get into the market. There's always going to be a new up-and-coming crypto that if you have your ear to the ground, you're going to find out about it before the masses do. But you can't be lazy. You got to go out there and follow all the podcasters that are telling you about this great news as it's coming out, so that you can get in early. People like Carl the Moon, people like that Shiba Inu guy. Not Shiba Inu, but I forgot what it was called. Jake Gagain. I think that's his name, Jake Gagain, I think, or something like that. You know, he's got those opportunities, man, those low entry point cryptos where you can put a little money in and they skyrocket and it's a rug pull, but if you get out early, you'll end up making a lot of money. You know, there's that Martini guy and Dante. All these guys have YouTube channels. You just type them in and follow them, guys. I mean, if this is something that interests you guys,
Oh yeah, that's I could tell you a story, but I don't say it on air because it's sort of leaking information.
Say that one more time, Jimmy.
I have a story about somebody who, recently left my world who was going to do something who didn't, who's an idiot for not doing it. And right now they're in a bad position because they didn't
Right.
watch the show and they get some money. And yeah, very stupid person. Could have doubled it in a month. But anyway, and
Right.
yeah.
But we're lazy or we don't believe it or whatever. I'm only as convincing as I can be. I don't know.
tried to talk about. Yeah.
I was gonna say
I tried to talk about.
maybe let me just say this one thing. Maybe years ago on my show I said I was never gonna cut off my beard or something.
You're never getting away.
Maybe years ago on my show I said I'll never cut off my beard. Maybe I said that. So that's why they don't believe me.
That's what it was. No, it's weird. I brought up trades and stocks with a couple of friends, older friends, and they were all just so negative about it. Like it's weird. I don't know what's wrong with my family. Like, oh no, you gotta be careful about them. I know that, but like this is how people that have money make more money. They're like, yeah, but you don't need to learn about that. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this is the mentality that working class idiots don't want to learn.
What all today's crypto is showing is that after that poor job announcement and the stock market crashing, I guess in response to that, crypto is just resilient as hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, recently, yeah. It's proven it.
When everything else is messing up, crypto can be the thing that saves everybody. More people need to understand it, though. There needs to be more of an education about it. That's why I have it on the screen all the time, is to get people interested in it. Where does that say add channel?
I had some. This has been a year ago. Oh man.
So Illhan Omar got dismissed from her seat on the Foreign Relations Committee, and AOC did this, this big over-the-top speech, and Rashida Tlaib got up and literally cried while she spoke about Illhan Omar losing this position on this committee. And Illhan Omar said some things, and some people's feelings were hurt. And regardless, every single thing that Illhan Omar said was factual. And let's just be honest. Go over it one item at a time. And every single thing that she said was true. It's true that governments are run on money. They're all focused on their GDP and their budget and their finances and plundering other countries and making more money. Every country is about making money. It's what they do. It's a business. Government is a big, giant business. And for her to say that Israel is the same as all the other countries, that's not a bad thing for her. It's not anti-Semitic for her to admit a fact. So, she singled Israel out when she said it. Oops. That's but it was still a fact. I mean, I would ask Israel this: do you do business with other countries to make money? Do you do it for the benefit of Israel? Well, there you go. It's all about the Benjamins. That's what she said. That was one thing she said that was so horrible. Another thing she said was that they've hypnotized the world. And that's an anti-Semitic trope, and she didn't know it. And she apologized for that. I got to tell you, her not knowing that is a problem. She needs to be more aware of things that she's going to speak on. So I personally, as someone who was raised in that entire, the Judaism thing all around me, I can't say that I've actually heard the term hypnotize the world. I thought about it, and I was like, oh, that's an anti-Semitic trope. And I was like, okay, well, I see what she's saying with the whole oh, you're anti-Semitic, oh, you're anti-Semitic, oh, you're anti-Semitic. That could be like a form of hypnotism by constantly calling even the slightest appearance of being against the state of Israel, not necessarily being against Jews, but maybe you're not too happy with the way they treat the Palestinians. That doesn't make you anti-Semitic, but unfortunately, that is what hypnotizing the world is referring to. I believe in the way that Illhan Omar was referring to it. Once again, she ain't lying, folks. She ain't lying. So the Republicans took all this offense to the way Ilhan Omar spoke about Israel and the Jews. It's amazing how pro-Jew the Republicans are. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Wow. It's like Donald Trump goes in there and moves the capital from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem and helps Israel do that. And now all the Republicans think that he's a god, and they all love Israel. Now they're all in tune with what's going on. Oh, yeah. Wait, I thought you guys didn't want to send all this money to the Republicans. Why are you sending all this money to Israel every year? Why are you sending all this money to Israel every year? Now they're like, we love Israel. We love Israel. The Republicans. It's weird, isn't it? Get Ilhan Omar out of there, because we love Israel. How dare you be anti-Semitic and say bad things about Israel? We love them. Interesting. They call that strange bedfellows. When,
Okay.
the enemy of my enemy is suddenly my friend. It's funny the way that works.
Remember? Well, anyway.
I love self-editing. Your self-editing is the best because you always start and then it's like it didn't happen in your brain. It happens outside while you're saying the words, and then it's like you hear yourself saying the words before you say them, and you're like, oh, I can't say that.
Yeah, I do.
Billy Valentine. Morning.
Well, I was going to say,
Well, as of 2023, there are 10 Jewish senators and 27 Jewish members of the House of Representatives serving in the United States Congress.
Yeah. That's a good amount. That's an overrepresentation, I would believe, of Jews in America. Too many Jews! What are you doing? 37 Jews there! That's too many Jews! I got a strict 36 Jew limit here. What are you doing with 37?
oh my God. What was it? Jerry Seinfeld's uncle in the show. He's always saying
The
everything
pen!
is anti-Semite.
Take the pen! Jerry, take the pen!
Yeah.
It writes upside down, Jerry!
Yeah, he was saying, he's an anti-Semite. Everything was anti-Semite. He's like, you can't call everybody an anti-Semite.
Did he say that on Seinfeld?
Uncle Louie. Yeah. Uncle Louie or whatever it was. Or Uncle
Bro, dude, I don't think I saw that one.
Oh yeah, he was always going around calling. Well, it went throughout the series. He was always saying, this is because he does this because he's an anti-Semite. He's anti-Semite.
That's freaking hilarious! Oh my God, how did I not know about that?
Yeah. That's how I learned what that word meant because I had no idea what he meant. So I asked my parents, and they told me.
I'll have to ask my mom if she ever caught that because she used to watch Seinfeld.
What's an anti-Semite? What the hell is that? Huh. No, it's funny. Uncle Louie or Uncle whatever his uncle he always runs into is called. Can't remember. But he's like super oversensitive.
I tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, I'm not anti-Semitic. I just don't think the IDF should be over there policing Palestinians. Let Palestinians police Palestinians and let Israelis police Israelis. But what the hell are they doing over there on their side? Doing shit. What is going on? What's with checkpoints? My mom and I, we were just going round and round about it. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what they do.
I had a friend that was over there. He was from anyway, that's actually not appropriate to chat. So never mind. It was his father.
I got a friend
story about-
and blah. That's right. I can't say that. Okay,
Well,
let's
no,
get
'cause his dad
high
was-
together.
His dad was there, and it's a story about being in prison and some stuff he saw, and I can't say it on here.
Let's get high together.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay. We've never done that before, Jiminy.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we're gonna do what we've never done before ever. We're gonna let's get high together. No law regarding cannabis, Jiminy. Billy. Oh, and Notland's just blowing up the sphere. What? Why you blowing up the sphere? Experts explain when that's okay to rewear jeans without washing them. Yeah, I rewear jeans without washing them, but my mom, she does laundry like all the time, so it's easy to get my stuff washed, bro. It's like I got 6 pair of the same jeans. They're all the same. They all look the same, and it doesn't matter if I wear them 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. I don't care. Right now, this is hilarious. That martini guy is wearing the same pair of jeans, and he says every day that he wears the same pair of jeans, the price of Bitcoin goes up. I have a feeling he took the jeans off 24 hours ago. He's probably washed them because it's been going down for 24 hours. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Jiminy.
Cheers. Uncle Leo. That was his name. Sure. I just remember.
Hey, oh, by the way, Russia's winning the war, everybody. In case you're wondering.
He did, yeah. They've been known to win a war or two. Like
They're turning
World
up
War
the
II.
amount of missiles that they send into Ukraine on a daily basis now. They're just bombing the hell out of the whole region.
People forget, that Russia pretty much, well,
Billy
you could
Valentine.
debate that. Russia pretty
Levi
much won
says
World
you're
War
not
II,
supposed to
basically.
wash your jeans at all. Nope. Disgusting.
On the
If I can smell you,
Stalingrad.
you're disowned.
What do you mean you're not supposed to wash your jeans at all? What do you mean Levi says that? I don't understand.
Russia took more losses and inflicted more losses in World War II on the Nazis than anybody else. You're not fucking with the rookie. They won World War II. Basically.
Number of Russian missile launching ships in the Black Sea has increased, Ukraine says. Oh, Ukraine's finally going to tell the truth? Oh, that's nice. That's amazing. You know it's true when the people receiving it are admitting it finally.
Uh-huh.
Right? So there's one.
I saw stuff at the beginning when they were taking out all the Russians really easily, and they're like, "Look at all the bad equipment." I'm like, they're just sending the conscripts and stuff forward. That's not the real." And of course, it wasn't.
Okay, look at this one. You're going to love this one. This is all from CNN.com right now. The likely escalation in the war comes as Zelensky warns that Moscow is mustering its forces for a revenge attack against the free world. I love how Zelensky's like, hey guys, you all with me, right? You all coming with me, right? Hey guys, hello? Hello?
Hoot and how.
And we're all
Ukraine
like,
needs more tractors.
we're sick of giving you our money. Because we realize now that just giving you money, all it does is just prolong the war. You need to just lose, okay? Because Russia ain't running out of steam. You need to lose so the war can end. You need to admit defeat, and I'm sick of sending all of our money and our resources to you. What good are our tanks when we need them for us?
Good morning,
if we
Nate.
sent them all to you to have Russia go blow them up because you guys don't know how to drive a fucking tank. So,
It's so weird. The movie that Zelensky's in, he was in a movie like made in Ukraine. He was used to be an actor, right?
yeah, he's a
Like an
comedian.
actual.
Comedian. He
Yeah,
played
and I saw the
he
movie.
played the
Billy
president.
Valentine.
He plays his
Yeah,
Well, Levi
the
suggests
character
you
he
freeze
played
your
was the
genes
president.
instead to preserve the fibers.
yeah, and he even
Which
has
means
a
a
moment where he
passionately loving
mentions Putin
hippie
in the
has
movie.
taken over Levi and she admits they fall apart in the washing machine. In her own way.
That's crazy.
Surreal.
Look at this. You see that, Jiminy?
Yeah,
Yemeni. I'm
1622.
gonna call you a Yemeni. Yemeni.
1622. Yeah. Well, if someone I know had done something, they would have had that exact same number actually. So it's kind of funny. So, oh well.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
watch.
Salty,
Charmed
Mr.
one.
Salty,
Billy.
Well,
rubbing it in.
I'm not salty. I mean, I'm good. It's not mine. But,
I'd be
oh
salty
well.
as fuck, bro. I think you should be.
Yeah,
I mean, I think salty's a good.
Hash. Putin start
probably.
carrying,
Yeah.
I think it's a
showing,
good description.
seated, nuclear control
Yeah,
suitcase
it's more of
everywhere.
a I told you so.
Big news here.
Because I don't know. I would do it fine no matter what. It wasn't mine. But I was trying to help somebody out. They didn't listen. Anyway, they're probably watching.
Here's the problem. It's like it's so hard to take any of that out.
Cabrera Mills.
It's like it's just going
Who
up.
and how?
Do you want
I
to
see
take
that
it
our
now or do you
song
want to let it
was
keep
a
going
hit.
up? And you're like, it's a game show. You know, it's like freaking gambling.
Yeah.
You know, it becomes hodling is a whole other mindset. Hodling is put your money in, you let it sit forever. That's it. You know, and then when you want to buy a Lamborghini, that's when you pull some money out.
Yeah.
You pull a little taste.
A lot of.
You pull a little taste out to get your
I would've.
Lamborghini.
Yeah. I would have pulled the money up by now. Me personally.
I don't have a
Double my money, I'm gonna tell you.
Lamborghini. If that was 160,000, do you think I would pull it out?
Of course.
I get my Lamborghini.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Have my
yeah,
Lamborghini. Be like, Nate's got a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Jim's is kind of I ain't trying to get a Lambo. I'm just trying.
Nate
CRX.
lost just enough weight to fit into his Lamborghini.
I'm trying to soup up my CRX from 1988. I'm looking for CRX
Charmed
money.
one. Let it sit and marinate.
Look at that. Let that marinate. Exactly, Charmed one. Look at it marinating right now.
Ugh.
So we're over 100% profit now. $300 over.
Who and how? Lambos are very uncomfortable.
You know, so is watching your neighbor drive around in one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I wouldn't give a shit. I would drive in that thing, and I would be so ignorant about it. Oh, so ignorant.
Billy
I'd like to
Valentine.
think that I'm good when
Oh
if I
hey,
make lots of
I
money.
dreamt you had a
I'd be
Lamborghini and couldn't get out of it. Got pissed and broke the windshield on accident at the dealer.
Dude, you had a dream about me? I love it.
Never had
Because you're
a dream
watching
about it.
me all the time, so it makes sense that you'd have a dream about me. I'm at the Lamborghini
That's
dealer. I
funny.
can't
Never
get
had
out.
a dream about
And
it.
bro, I was watching this dude. He's got this stupid chair. It's a beanbag chair. And he's talking about it on TV. It's like, oh, look at my new beanbag chair. It's great. And you sit down it behind you and it kind of collapses underneath you. And it puts you in this really low position on the floor. And he's talking about like meditating and sleep and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how the fuck do you get out of that thing? Because it would be like trying to get out of a Lamborghini. That's how it's like the way I am right now.
Who and how?
And I'm
My
like,
buddy has
do you have
one
to
and took me
roll to
for a
get out of
spin.
it? I'm like,
He's 6 feet 3 inches and he drives his Tacoma more, he said, because it's more comfortable.
wow.
Who and how? I have a bad lower back and I hated riding in the Lambo.
I know somebody with a Ferrari, but he never does it.
You're all crazy. That's all I have to say about that. If I had a Lamborghini or Ferrari, I'd be driving around all over the place and
That
shit
reminds
my
me, I want
back
to take my
broke.
Jeep
I
for a
don't give
drive.
a fuck. I have a back splint put in there. I'm driving on it. Hurts my back. Who cares? It hurts your back. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hoot and how. I'd love to take a spin in a Ferrari.
Why don't you ask your friend to take you for a ride in one? You said your buddy's got one. My buddy's got a Porsche. He took me for a ride in his Porsche. 911, dude. It's bad as fuck. Iceman's Porsche, bro. Dude, I made a video. You guys can go to see that video. I put that up on the internet.
I ran a Porsche, but it was a Carrera.
Me and him, I was like,
Charmed one.
I said,
Even if it starts falling, don't pull it out, because even if it does fall, it's not going to fall much and could possibly just what it needs to make it skyrocket, or however that's said.
I was holding the camera on me and Ice, and I said, while he was driving down the highway, and I said, things you never tell someone that's driving a Porsche.
Billy Valentine. Yeah, there's Lambos and Ferraris in my neighborhood. They are the size of a Fiero. Except for the Diablo in Pigeon Forge. As long as a Buick, but it's mostly engine.
Yeah. I said, things you never tell somebody that's driving a Porsche. And I go, yo, bro, that Ford F-150 is going way faster than us right now. Or I said, yo, that Ford F-150 is passing us, bro. He just looked at me and shook his head. Yeah, man, going for a ride in the Porsche, dude.
I've been in a few nice cars, but I'd say I like the luxury Cadillac town car style cars. Those are my favorite.
Cadillac on 22s,
Charm
floating around.
twos. I ain't
Yeah.
I'm
got
digging the
nothing in
voice.
my lap but stay true.
I'm a lowrider.
My voice, Mac these beats. Pray to the Lord for the Mississippi.
My buddy's got a nice caddy. What the hell is it?
It's in a Cadillac on 22
Driving
twos.
it all the time.
Nothing in my lap but stay true.
It's nice.
Pimp my voice and Mac these beats. Pray to the Lord for these Mississippi streets. Hey. CNN crew has close call in Ukraine. Yeah, man, they blew up this building where their trucks were parked in front of.
Whoopsie. So the director. That's what happens when you go into a war zone. Whoopsie daisy.
Drop all day. Think it's been a month since I swiped the blunt wraps. Charmed one. Cheers.
Rap all day, y'all. Rap all day. Rap all day, y'all. Rap all day. Rap all day, y'all. It's funny. Kafau. Huh. I wonder if it's out. Oh no.
Oh no. Just don't do it all.
It's just the sometimes the spark thing doesn't work.
Drop
Can't
all
make
day.
Rap all day, y'all.
3D printed a badass rig from Rick and Morty wall art.
Rap all day,
Charmed
y'all. Rap all
Oh, I can't
day.
stand when mine does that.
Is there like a stand you can put one of those to the torches in, and like you could just leave it there and it would
Bro, they have
keep
they have bubblers and bongs, bro, that have built-in torches with like glass canisters where you put the butane in and you see it floating around and a wick going up, bro. I've seen some of the baddest ones, and it's got its own torch. It's everything built right onto it.
Nice.
Beautiful pieces like that.
That's it. They've already got it.
Self-heating bongs.
Charmed one.
Bubblers.
Yeah, they do have stands for them. Drop all
I
day.
remember thinking of
I could 3D
the
print a
email
stand. Billy
before it came
Valentine.
out.
I hate that. When the trigger starts going on a torch, it's over.
You wrap the
May
foil
it's a
around
year
it.
old or more now.
No law regarding cannabis, guys. Cheers, Jiminy and Billy and Brap and Charmed One and Notlin over there on the sphere.
Drop all day. Cheers.
Think you'll ever get an email going again, or is it just? I guess there'd be too many wires and shit in the place. Fire hazard. People even use those anymore?
Charmed one. Billy, unless you know how to take apart and refurbish it.
Iceman uses an email.
Yeah. I notice a lot of people don't use them as much as they used to.
He keeps it at 710, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that used to do that at the opening show. You'd set the email to 710.
Prepare yourself. Click.
Yeah. That was a routine. After
Drop
like
all day.
years of that, or months of that, or
The
however long it
Paco the
was,
best way
years,
to
I
dab,
guess.
in my
At
opinion.
least a
That
year
became
of
like a
that, I'm
routine.
Billy
sure.
Valentine.
There's got to be
Yeah.
so
That
I
many
would charge
videos with that
$100
intro on
to
it.
fix a torch, and a new one is
That became
30
like a
bucks.
psychological
You fix it,
trigger when I
Trigger.
heard that. I had to smoke. Like,
And you know, it'd be easy for me to have a video up of that. Like, just find the best one. I have ones where I was rapping at the ends of them. Had all these raps I would do.
yeah. No, but that one, just that song, like it's like you come up with the Pavlov effect. When I hear that, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's smoke.
Gotta smoke.
Like you can't not smoke now hearing that song now. If you were watching as much as I was.
That would be like
A lot of people
28,
were.
probably like 2018.
Yeah.
20.
I bet you everybody from back then is probably still the same way. They hear that
I
song.
have to see the years those were. It'd be easy to find.
Billy Bong Thornton. Why does the media keep saying the Russians are running out of missiles and have to resort to using World War II weapons? Then the next day, the news will say something about missile strikes.
Because they're hiding.
Why? Because the media is lying to us about Russia. Because they're
Yeah,
trying
my
to
parents worked in
convince
the Navy.
us to support their effort of their advertisers like BlackRock and Google and all of these companies are invested in this freaking war to, Northrop Grumman and Raytheon and you name it. They're all in cahoots to try to convince us that we should keep sending money over there because they're making money off the war.
Billy Bong Thornton. That makes sense.
That's why Wolf Blitzer didn't even blink when his reporter
Charmed one.
that was over there said, dude,
I
we almost
swear,
got
May,
killed
you're
in a
about
missile
the only
strike.
person
And
I've
Wolf
seen with
Blitzer's like,
cleanest bong
yes, that's very
Even your water is
interesting. Thank
sparkling
you for
clean.
reporting that from
Drop all day.
Ukraine.
Right?
Ugh.
Trying to act like we have the upper hand. And act now.
My water's sparkling clean. That's my oil. It's an oil bubbler. But here you go. Here's the flower one. That's not the cleanest. But I should try to keep them clean. I did just recently
Charmed one.
clean all of the glass.
When is the media not lying?
When is the media not lying? When they're showing video, you know, of people speaking out in public and stuff like that. Like if they interview somebody, that's when they're not lying. You know, there's stuff like that. You know, so understand that. Understand you're able to source out your own stuff. You're able to look at something and judge for yourself whether or not it's factual or not. For instance, you know, Patrick John Welder coming in this morning and saying this kid was having an affair with
Charmed
one of
one.
the police officers' wives.
Everything they say is most likely 99%
I so
lie.
hope that's true, but I'm sure it's not because it's just too salacious and outrageous. So I decided to just Google it up, and sure enough, Newsweek already fact-checked it and said it's a bullshit story. They said we couldn't find anything to back up this data, and we sent out reporters. We called people.
Billy Bong
Nothing.
Thornton. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Charmed one. True.
Source out your own information. You've got the ability to do it. Don't let the fact that it's MSM. I turned on Fox News this morning, man. You understand I hate them, but I got some good stuff out of it. I did. I got some good reporting out of it in between all of the rhetoric and the message they carry, which is a bullshit one. And, you know, listening to them, you know, try to chastise Illhan Omar because they're racists. I understand the difference, you know, between seeing
Billy
a report
Valentine.
from someone like Fox and seeing a report from someone
I
like
wonder if there's a
CNN.
mini pool vacuum you can drop in your bong to keep it always clean. You could even attach an app to it like a Rumba.
They have a
Just
bubble
clean,
bath thing, or what is it?
just clean your bong. You can use an AC, an ash catcher. They work great. That'll keep your bong way clean. I don't own an ash catcher in Florida, but I got a few of them in California. You put an ash catcher on there, then you only got to clean this little tiny ash catcher. My mom's
Charmed one. Honestly, just because it's fact-checked doesn't mean that it actually true. Dig deeper.
Here, let me close this door here. I'm going to tell you guys something. Check this out.
Fact check.
Actually,
is
I
pretty
can
much.
leave that open. Yeah, look at that. That's great, man. So, I should close this too. Right, so, I don't know where she is right now, but
Billy Valentine. Well, we could say you could just sweep your floor too, but Rumba made some guy millions.
my
Bong cleaner robot. Damn it. To the drawing board.
my mom was angry about this policy that my neighborhood has that says that whoever's living here like has to register every year and say that they're, you know, a guest or something in the home. And my mom's like, you live here now. And she's like, why do we even have to go down there and do this? This has to be notarized. This is bullshit. My mom was pissed. I mean, she was really pissed. She was like, She was like, call them and make an appointment, and we'll go down there on, on Thursday, and we'll go take care of this. And I was like, okay. So I called them, and they didn't call back. And she kept asking me, did they call you back? And I'm like, no. She's like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, we'll just go or whatever, I'm sure. Next day, she calls me back. The lady calls me back, and she's like, yeah, you guys come on out when you want, and we're like, okay. So we go out there, we walk into the office, and my mom goes to the secretary. She goes, I don't understand why we have to come down here and do this. He lives here now. He is a resident of this neighborhood. Why does he have to sign a piece? And then the manager of the Springs comes walking out because she could hear my mom. Because my mom was like being loud. And she walked out immediately. And I sat down in a chair and just went like this and just watched. I was already like that. And lady comes out and says, so what's this? The problem is that he lives here now. And, she's like, she looks at me and goes, you have your driver's license switched to Florida? And I go, yeah, and I had it. And I was ready, and I showed it to her. And she grabbed it from me. She looked at it, and she gave it back to me. She looks at the secretary, and she goes, yeah, there's no reason for any of this. She's like, you guys can go. Thanks. Sorry for troubling you. And my mom goes, thank you. And we turned around, we walked out. And I was like, the whole time, I was like this. I was like,
Charmed one.
I was cringing, man.
I have idea for remote controls,
my mom was
but in
so
not
mad
telling because I don't want someone stealing my invention.
Because my mom was so mad.
Your mom's cool, man. She lives right down there. What's up?
And I was like, to me, I was like, so we have to sign a piece of paper in front of somebody else, and then you're going to stamp it. And that was, and it was inside the neighborhood, but it was like such an inconvenience for my mom. And I was like, I know how to get what I want. I know how to deal with people and whatever. Her and I have two totally different methods of getting our way, man. She's like a stampede of elephants, bro. I was like, damn, man. Oh, God.
Charmed one. Hell yeah, MOM. I bet you was on edge.
No, I wasn't on edge. No, I wasn't on edge. I knew exactly how it was going to end. I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Jimmy Carter. Is that some kind of homeowner association near your neighborhood?
Yeah, as soon as my mom, and this is the woman that manages the homeowners association.
Charmed one.
Well,
Yeah, from the homeowners association.
She doesn't manage the homeowners association. She manages the neighborhood.
Salute MOM.
She's the manager of the neighborhood. It's different. It's not the homeowners association. She's got her own office up there, her own secretary, and she handles everything. She handles the homeowners association. She handles the residents. She handles all the employees. She's in charge of everything.
Brop all day.
Right?
ID steal it, charmed one, LOL.
She heard my mom.
I bet.
And there wasn't going to be any problem. She's like, we are not going to have any problems with them at all. It's kind of the way Ukraine should be with Russia. My mom's Russia, and they were Ukraine. And Russia comes in there. Russia comes in there like a herd of freaking elephants, angry elephants.
I wish you could have videoed it.
You don't let them trample your goddamn country. You say, okay, what can I do for you? What do you want? This is what I need. I need to not come in here for this. He's always going to be here. He's not going anywhere. And
Charmed one.
I was like,
Rape up all day. I bet you would. Jimmy Carter.
There's like a box lady.
Holy hell, this is some Richie neighborhood stuff.
It's a big
The only manager I've ever had was at a trailer park. Haha.
It's got 800 total units in it, and there's no telling how many residents are in here. There's got to be, close to, I would think, 4,000 or 5,000 residents.
It's all gated?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow. I didn't know they were that big.
Oh, it's huge.
Holy
There's a
shit.
giant
I
spring. It's
thought it was like
beautiful.
40 houses or 50 houses. I didn't think it was like 1,000. Holy shit.
Dude, it's got barbecue grills all around that beach. It's got a beach. Beautiful, like
I've never
sandy.
been in a community like that. My buddy lived in one in Sacramento, but I never visited them. Huh.
Yeah, and they only let people have so many people in for parties and things like that. It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's
Jimmy
like
Carter.
very strict.
I see gated community makes sense. Drop all day.
I wish.
I have about
I
15
mean,
hobby RC.
here they don't have gated communities. We're not allowed to do that. But
You
okay.
have to.
But here
You
they
have
will, what they will have is they'll have places that have like no stores, no restaurants,
You have
nothing
to
around
close
there.
your
But really
garage
nice
door,
houses.
bro. You have to keep your garage doors closed. You can't have cars sitting in the driveway and shit like that.
Oh,
You can't have
wow.
cars out in the street. Yeah,
Okay.
they'll come put stickers on your car.
Yeah.
I've had my car towed
Yeah.
before out of my own neighborhood.
Wow.
I used to drive down the street and park in this empty lot, and then I jumped the fence, and my buddy Randy lived on the other side of that fence in
Josh
another
G.
neighborhood. And one time I was there hanging
House
out and came
prices
back, and
still
my car
hot
was
up
gone.
around you,
They
Nate.
fucking towed my car. Fuckers.
Your own neighborhood.
Yeah, man. They did it quick.
And they
I went over there,
Wow.
I bring my guitar and my amplifier, and we'd rock out. He had a drum set.
Charmed one.
And
you
yeah,
get the
man.
security though.
They
which
have
is
these
nice.
upper places in Texas that you can't even get in the gate if you're not living in or have permission from who you're going to see, and there is a limit on how many people allowed to visit. Jimmy Carter.
Less people. Good.
Can anyone drive in there, or do they have security?
No, it's a gated community
Drop
with
all
a
day.
security gate.
I would
Guards.
never live in a neighborhood like that.
They've got
I
vehicles.
would.
They got everything, bro. They got trucks. They've got side by sides. We've got a full maintenance crew. We've probably got. There's probably 20 security personnel.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 24-hour security. So
You have to have that though, like when you're living in, high, like you have to. It's worth investing in my opinion. I would totally do that.
Charmed one.
I've lived in
Yeah,
some bad
but really
neighborhoods.
you wouldn't have to really worry about PPL stealing your stuff.
It's worth it,
well,
trust me.
well, it's not impervious to crime, bro. You can get into anything. Nothing is impervious, especially when it's this big.
Right.
It's
It's big to
huge.
track.
I don't know how many acres it is, but you can't. No, the crime happens, bro. People get in and do crime. Someone just burned arson. Someone just burned an apartment down in here last week. So yeah,
I bet you it'd be good.
it's not crime.
Like-
It's sometimes it's like the hood, bro. You got to be careful.
I was gonna say, if you're in a gated community, you
Firebombing
could-
his own home.
You could do stuff
Have to
and
show
nobody will be
ID
able to
and
come
permit
run up in
paper,
your house.
or have to be on the list.
To be on the
You could
list.
have.
Yeah, they
anyways.
check your driver's license, and
Drop all day.
you have to be on the
My
list.
vehicle are too loud for that kind
Exactly.
of neighborhood.
Yeah.
Charmed
So
one.
you could
Very true.
sell things from there.
Like Iceman, he can get in, and that's it. And they know him.
Yeah. That's so cool, man. I wish. Oh, man, that'd be so fun. So I lived in places where, man, people smashing the windows and shit like that, kicking your door.
Josh G.
Fuck, psycho shit.
Ice has the Alpha
security.
Pass.
You can't have a handgun down
Drop
your
all
hand,
day.
nothing.
He does, but
ID
they
get a call every
purge
time I
the
rode my Harley.
list. You got to re-add people after a while because names will drop off. I think it's only good for a few months.
I'm on there, right? Somewhere. Yeah.
Nope. Ain't no Jiminy Simpson on the list. Sorry, buddy.
He's fine. He's from Canada. He's on the list. Don't worry about it. I don't know why I did it.
In fact, you're on the arrest on site list.
Billy Bong
Yeah,
Thornton.
probably. That's exactly it.
No
I was going to say,
criticism
I'm
is
probably
getting
on
in
the
there.
opposite list. If a Canadian comes here, white, middle-aged, by the name of James, arrest on site, please. Arrest on site. Very pasty, you'll know him. Very, very pasty.
Bro, you got to get over the border first. How's that going to go? They're going to want to see your COVID card.
I got it.
Oh, good. You can travel. Yeah, I got one
travel.
too, man. Still.
I got all my.
It's when they were doing them. I don't think they do them anymore, do they?
Yeah. No, I had the electronic one and everything. And that's
My
actually
mom's
why
all like,
they're
"You better
like,
keep
oh, we're gonna
that."
do it with like electronic, can't even go. Yeah, and then they didn't do it like the next week. I'm like, we're pulling the plug
I
on it.
did. I was like, dude,
what?
nobody's checking this. I was like, why do I even have this in my wallet? It takes up all this space. No one's ever asked me to see it, ever.
No,
Whoa.
never.
Harmony 1 is skyrocketing up, guys. Look at what's up. What does that number say? $16,600 over profit. We are $600 over 100% profit. That means we are $8,000, $8,608 in profit right now.
Charmed one. Josh G. Up $600 since the start of the show.
And that's not even across all of my Harmony purchases. That's just one Harmony purchase. I've got Harmony purchases that were done
Billy Bone
cheaper than this one.
Those gates are insanely tough. Looks like a regular gate, but if you hit it, will total your car out, haha.
Harmony just pumped beyond everything. I don't understand
Drop all day.
why everything
Right.
else is having such a hard time.
$600 in an hour.
It's somebody. I mean, I just made $600 basically value wise. That's how crypto works.
Charmed one. You're splitting it with me, right? Since I'm your favorite.
I'll buy you a banana split. How's that?
Hey, that's decent.
Now, does a banana split have chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry on it? Ice cream? A proper banana split have just vanilla ice cream? What is a proper banana split?
Charmed one. Hell yeah. I'm down. Hoot and how.
I can't.
Whipped
I'll
cream.
be finding
Whipped
out
cream,
what the
cherry,
prices are I owe
banana.
on what I pulled here in a week
What
or
kind of
two.
ice cream? That's the question. Is it a special
I
kind
think
of
it's
ice cream?
vanilla.
Is it caramel syrup? Chocolate syrup goes on there.
Yeah, that's right. Chocolate syrup, vanilla ice cream,
Drizzle that.
bananas. Don't you put something else on there?
It's is it a root beer float? Is it like a root beer float and vanilla ice cream and root beer? I don't know.
Man, banana split. I
Billy
haven't had one of
Bone
those since I was like 10. Holy shit.
Usually banana, coconut, cream, cherry, vanilla ice
Coconut?
cream, and chocolate. Charmed one.
Yeah. Man,
Just
those are
vanilla
good.
and everything else is correct.
No nuts. They're fattening.
Charmed one. Nuts.
No nuts. They're
Billy
fattening.
Bone Thornton. And nuts.
No nuts. They're fattening. But extra whipped cream. Whipped cream. They're showing the balloon. I got a video of the balloon, the Chinese balloon. They're showing the balloon. Hey, we're tracking the suspected the balloon. The balloony.
Any help would be appreciated.
That's
We're tracking
The
the
military
balloony.
and White House say there are no plans.
There's that. What planet is that?
What planet is that?
Okay, that's the moon. It's a little
Billy
fuzzy
Bone
out
Thornton.
here, and it's kind of a cruddy phone,
Dairy
it's
Queen
slightly
makes a
overcast.
good banana split.
Well, what the heck is
Billy
that?
Valentine.
That's not the sun.
Google. Banana
According
split. This
to
classic ice
my
cream
little
dessert
planet
starts with a
guide,
fresh banana, 3 scoops
It's
of
not a
ice cream,
planet.
vanilla,
What the hell
chocolate,
is that?
and strawberry, pineapple, chocolate syrup, and
Pentagon,
strawberries.
shut up.
Oh, and don't
The
forget the
military
whipped cream,
and White
nuts,
House say there are no
and
plans to
maraschino
shoot down
cherries.
the balloon. It's traveling at a very high altitude, well above commercial air traffic, but the balloon
Vanilla,
is
chocolate, and
near
strawberry. That was the very
private
first thing I
Chinese-
said. That was the very first thing I said. Neapolitan. I
President-
said that. Did you guys hear me?
Charmed
I
one.
said, is it chocolate, vanilla, and
Yeah, no
strawberry
nuts.
ice cream?
I'm not really with them.
Yes!
But extra whip and little more chocolate syrup than
Pineapple.
caramel/caramel.
And strawberries. And maraschino cherries. Oh, yeah, cherry on top.
Oh yeah, maraschino cherries. That's right. Those are
The candied cherries.
yeah. Oh my god, I haven't had any of
Dude.
those. That's gotta be
One banana,
nice.
3 scoops of ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, just like I said. But what's up with the pineapple?
I
Rock
think
all
that's
day.
that's some new age shit.
It's breakfast,
That's
but
bullshit.
that sounds so good.
How much pineapple?
There's no
Restream.io.
pineapple in our banana
Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
splits. How is there a spy balloon over? What the fuck? President Biden advises not to shoot down the balloon.
Billy,
Well,
I'm tweeting that shit, son.
Charmed one. I'm go look this.
What the hell is going on with that? That's some crazy shit, man. This is a spy balloon?
Hash.
It's not a
Hey
very
brother,
big spy
have you
balloon.
seen
because
Turkish
they're
ice cream
reflecting
lifting
off.
car? I have
can
been
see
there,
it.
eat that.
The U.S. has been
Strange.
tracking it for a few days and says it entered Montana via Canada. We've been hearing that it does not pose a serious risk, but it is traveling near sensitive sites.
Wait, it came over Canada?
A Chinese spy balloon is floating over the northern U.S. The Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson addressed the situation a short time ago, saying they're aware of the reports and will have more in a live report from Beijing in just a moment. But a senior U.S. defense official says the Pentagon is confident this surveillance balloon belongs to China. The U.S. has been tracking it for a few days and says it entered Montana via.
Dude, are those solar panels on that thing?
I don't know. What are those black things? They're like squares.
Right? Those are cameras or or
Jimmy
some
Carter.
kind of tracking.
You son
Yeah,
on the
Canada,
beaches have me
we've been
wanting
hearing
a
that
banana
it does
split
not
for
pose a
breakfast.
serious risk, but it is traveling near sensitive sites. And people living in the Billings, Montana area
Charmed
definitely
one.
noticed something strange in the
Yep,
sky.
that's what
Listen to this.
internet say. Wonder why Sonic only did vanilla.
Moon.
Okay.
There's
Not
that.
the banana split. There's a spy balloon.
Hoot and how.
What planet
They
is
call
that?
them technology
What
base.
planet is that?
Okay. That's the moon. It's a little fuzzy out here, and it's a kind of a cruddy phone, but it's slightly overcast. Well, what the heck is that?
Billy
It's not
Valentine.
the sun. And
It's
according
right in the
to
line for
my
it to
little
belong to
planet
North
guy,
Korea, China, or Portland.
It's not a planet.
I guess
What
Portland.
the heck is that? Any help would be appreciated.
So funny.
The military
Charmed
and
one.
White House say there are no plans
I'd
to
eat
shoot
that for
down the
breakfast.
balloon. It's traveling at a very high altitude, well above commercial air traffic, but the balloon is
Jimmy
I
Carter.
love watching.
There's a banana split on that spy balloon.
I want to shoot that balloon down and get the banana split off of it. Because I need to eat me a banana split. Exactly as I tweeted that shit. I tweeted Billy's banana split comment.
Charmed one. It's not a spy balloon. They just want PPL to think that.
Okay. Started by Trust Me, bro.
Jimmy Carter. So Huni must Make. Banana. Split.
Do what now? Spread this like COVID. Why aren't you following me back?
Billy Valentine.
You know,
They
follow
said they
back.
won't shoot it down. Was a weird decision. They can calculate the shot so it won't hurt anyone, but they won't. Weird.
I know it is weird. We must have balloons flying over China.
Yeah, like why would like, oh well, it's just a Chinese spy balloon. We're just gonna, not doing anything to anybody. Like what the hell?
We probably got a
That's-
balloon over every freaking country.
Charmed one. You're my new news channel.
I'm your new news channel? Well, then I better find some better news here. Russia's mass mobilization, looming offensive, and missile-borne terror against
Charmed
civilians
one.
is triggering fresh calls for even greater
It's the
Western
moon
lethal
at
aid
1
to
in the
Ukraine.
afternoon.
Days after leaders signed off on their latest package that included the first tanks. A building public debate over whether to send F-16 fighter jets is resurfacing. A dilemma
Hush.
underlying the entire... Oh, they want to send planes
He is my
next.
Voice of America
Oh
radio.
my God.
Billy Bone Thornton. Who was the ramrod who told Biden not to shoot it down?
Who was the ramrod? I you know,
Charmed
bro.
one.
I just told you, Billy Bong Thornton. It's
Billy
probably
Valentine. We landed on the moon, a blimp blew up, and a big boat hit an iceberg.
probably because, and I'm just saying this, we've got balloons over China. You know, that's probably why. You can gauge how high I am by how low in my chair I sit.
Billy Valentine.
My feet are like totally
I think
stretched
it's
out.
ours.
Oh my God. Listen to what happened to me last night, guys. So, I told you.
Charmed one. Making PPL paranoid to see if our government is a threat to them or not.
Making people paranoid to see if our government is a threat to them or not.
What happened?
Hold on a second. It's just a little crooked. Hold on. I wonder if I can fix that. Give me a second here. Yes. 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 So, this is what's up. Making people paranoid to see if our government is a threat to them or not.
Billy Bone Thornton. Right, why would they use a balloon 1950s technology?
I decided to, it's still not straight. I decided to take a bath last night after the live stream. You know, I told you guys I was tired from being out in the creek all day and kicking my feet. Remember, I told you I was kicking sand the whole day. That's what I did. So I decided to get in a nice hot bath, right? I get in the bathtub, nice and hot, and I'm laying in there and enjoying it. Everything's fine. I go to get out, and both of my thighs cramped up while I was almost fully stood up, right? And I got stuck, and I had to like straighten my left leg out completely out in front of me while I was kind of in a cramped position with my other leg, and then put it down straight, and then stand up straight, and then straighten my other leg out, stand up. It was a whole process to step out of the tub and dry off and all of that. And then once I got out of the tub, I turned on the hair dryer to warm up my body and warm up my legs and try to straighten them out and stuff. Now, while I put the towel around me, I told my mom what had happened to me. I was like, my legs just cramped up in the bathtub. I was kind of like yelling out in pain a little bit. And I was wondering if she heard me. She's like, no. I was like, you have no idea. She's like, oh, I know. She's like, we've got that cramp medicine. You put 3 pills under your
Charmed one.
tongue, and it makes your cramps
See
go
my
away.
point exactly.
What was your point? What was your point, Charmed one? I don't understand. Let me straighten this out a little bit more. I think it should be more like that, actually. Right? Are we good? Okay, so now that we're done talking about my mother, we can raise this back up. So these are sound, they're actually beautiful, wonderful sound barriers. They work really, really good. But there's no need for them. I mean, it's great. Oops, really improves the ventilation. Here, I can just do that, actually. Yeah,
Ventilation.
it will improve the ventilation for me. And I there's no noise going on out there. It's not like there's a TV on out there. The camera looks crooked to me. Totally crooked.
It does. I don't think it is. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, because the
Billy
window sill is
Valentine.
kind of-
May your Lamborghini better have a lift chair. Sean the Secret Orca. Very nice backhand and awesome show. Hush.
Oh, the wind is coming
Well,
through
good
this
you didn't
window.
fall,
It feels
brother.
so nice, you guys. Look at the wind blowing the tree behind me.
Jimmy Carter.
Oh, it feels so good.
Nay, electrolytes help cramps usually. If you use up your magnesium or asium, you get leg cramps.
Okay, that's probably what's in those pills that dissolve under your tongue. They're probably magnesium, potassium pills. But it was from kicking my legs all day in the sand. I made this beautiful area, bro. I probably have to go over there and disassemble it. But I made this nice little area. This beautiful little tiny waterfall. Harmony is at 2.7, guys. And our trade is at 17, guys. 17,186.
Billy
That's-
Valentine. Time to start snorting a whole line instead of just half. Super male vitality.
Oh, with the voice too. I don't know.
So this trade is now at
Charmed one.
9. It says
OMG, I've been trying to fix
96%.
that since I started watching this morning.
114%, guys. Our trade is now at 114% total profit loss. So
Shit.
Charmed one. Billy getting paranoid and wanting to shoot it down. I wrote that a good while ago. Billy Valentine. Total profit or loss?
total
No,
profit.
the other way.
Let's change the voice.
Guess what the temperature is here today?
Uh, 0.
Billy Valentine.
Look it up.
Good
It's
that voice keeps
Fahrenheit
trying to
is
sell me a
minus-
stolen bike.
minus 40.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. There's engine blocks start sees it up and won't start at this point.
So
Engines won't start.
this
Charmed 1. 17,169.
We're not supposed to be going outside. You're not supposed to go outside because you get frostbite in 5 minutes, exposing your skin to the blood. This happens every once in a while. You really can't go outside. I mean, you can, but you've got really rest for it. People lose fingers and shit.
look at that, guys. 114% total profit loss. $9,134 bucks. Profit.
Jimmy Carter.
With an $8,000
I am a
investment.
computer. I am the future killer robot. Humans will obey and do as they're told. Charmed 1. Water and bananas are good for cramps.
It's going to keep going up.
Jeez. I travel. I take that money. I'd be like,
Jimmy
I'm going on
Carter.
a trip. I mean,
Big baller.
I take a trip somewhere, man.
I just got lucky, man. Made the right decision based on all the information that I had. Just doing this, it's just basic stuff. You don't have to be a genius, right? I'm not a genius. Never was a genius, never claimed to be a genius. But, come to find out that maybe IQ isn't actually the determining factor of intelligence. It might not just be IQ.
I don't know. I've got a high IQ, and I can't use the word anymore because it's not politically correct. I make bad decisions. And I have a super high IQ.
I know what the word was. The R word.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this.
All words. I'm removing them from my vocabulary.
Billy Valentine. It's 30 here and I had to kick the cat out. No choice. I got kids and the thing keeps pissing on things. It can go to hell. Billy Bond Thornton.
Dude, he's so funny.
That would be cool if you could use the guy's voice off the Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Huh? I don't know what Russia winning this war looks like to the West. It's like it's beyond this needs to be up. Okay, let's do this. It's because it's close to that number. 23,256. It's kind of important. So I don't see an end because I don't know what Russia winning looks like. I mean, to see Ukraine completely devastated and their people, still saying just send us more weapons, we want to keep fighting. It doesn't look like
Billy
it's ever
Valentine.
going to end. If these people just
I like
if they're
this voice.
basically
It's really
fire
legible
ants,
and co. It
you
doesn't
know?
sound like it just finished writing ransomware.
what they're claiming is that Vladimir Putin is planning on completely securing the Donbass region, and that will be his declaring moment where he says he's completed his task. And then I guess, holding those regions. But it's supposed to happen within like the next month. Vladimir Putin has got this massive offensive. He's supposed to go in there and just,
Charmed one.
that's why they're getting tanks in there.
Cheers.
Can't let those people have self-determination. Oh wait, isn't that the mark? Isn't that the word self-determination?
I believe it is, but I don't use it. It's not in my vocabulary.
No, I've used it. It's where you could group people.
You know what is in my vocabulary, Jiminy?
Let's smoke.
Flying, Jiminy. Grant me my wish, Jiminy. I want to fly.
You shall fly. Majestic flying, majestic wings. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna try to heat here.
Charmed one. Daddy Billy. Billy Bob Thornton. Vlad has 20% of Ukraine, and the United States made a deal they can have it if Russia calls off the war. Ukraine and Russia said no. Makes me think Russia is out for total domination.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, Billy, I don't know what deal you're referring to. I don't know what deal you're referring to at all, bro. I haven't heard about any deal. Wow, look at that even heat. Let's see how clean we got it, Stuart. Okay, let's see that in super slow-mo.
Billy Ballantyne. The fact that the deal was discussed in Illinois makes me nervous due to side effects of Sovereign into the wall and broke his nose. Sucks.
Yeah, like so. Here in Canada, Quebec wanted to separate from Canada, right? So they held a referendum because that's part of the democratic process, and we had a yes or no vote. And if they broke away, they were going to have their own country, and it ultimately, obviously, they stayed with Canada. But you would think that would be what they would do in any democratic state: self-determination. You have a referendum, and you vote on it. You know, debate.
Oh. So they're no longer under a certain place's rule. They have their own
Yeah.
government. They can establish their own government.
Right. So if you're in the United States, it's for just to throw a name out. I don't know anything about the United States. If California decided it wanted to be its own country and it held it, and it got a group of people together and got enough signatures, enough people voted, and it went to a vote, the whole country would vote, and it would, if it would stay or not, basically. That's what happened with Quebec. A couple of times, it almost left Canada in the 90s. Yeah. It was like 52% stayed.
All right, Jiminy, cheers. Cheers, Billy,
Cheers.
Charmed One, Notlin, everybody that's on the sphere, and everyone's in the chats. No law regarding cannabis.
Charmed one. Alrighty, kids are up. Hope everyone has a good day. Be back at nap time if still on.
Doesn't mean that hold down that reason. Shouldn't even be an issue. And votes to go back can be respected. Self-determination. Basics of democracy.
Billy Bond Thornton. This
Must be
was the
that way.
article I read. Billy Bond Thornton. The head of the U.S. spy agency, William Burns, traveled to Moscow earlier this month to offer a peace proposal that includes Ukraine officially giving up around 20% to Russia, Swiss German. Billy Bond Thornton. Newspaper Neue Zürcher Zeitung, NZZ, reported on Thursday citing high-ranking German bipartisan officials.
Huh. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. It's the first I heard of it. Of the U.S. spy agency, FBI, or the CIA? The head of the CIA?
Yeah. The FBI is only internal.
It's Ukraine. I didn't know
Billy
about that.
Ballantyne.
I didn't know about that.
Pee Wee Herman went to Walmart and bought socks. No foul play was reported. Charmed one.
That was so long
Did you know
ago.
there was a small piece of land here in Arkansas that belonged to Germany or Russia that was eventually sold to Arkansas? It's called the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah. That's a little different.
Charmed one. Wait, let me look that up and see who it actually belonged to first. Billy Bond Thornton. P-W-L.
It belonged to France, bro. He's like Germany or Russia. Yeah, I think it was France.
Billy Ballantyne. I think Charmed one is 9 years old.
I can't believe I've been live for 2.5 hours.
It was a cat.
Oh, it's gonna rain. I can see it. Oh, it's raining. Yay. It's raining outside. Hey, Ma, it's raining.
How are the banana trees going?
Well, the deer were kind of pecking at them, but I think the new leaves, the new growth coming out is
Charmed one.
protected, so.
French First Republic back in 1803. Charmed one. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, guys. Thank you for watching my show. I hope you enjoy it.
Billy Ballantyne.
And I will see you. And remember.
Did you know that France gave us a statue? It's huge. Billy Bond Thornton.
Who knows? Maybe never. At the
Sweet
rate,
how
at the
long
rate I'm
before it
going.
produces bananas.
Me versus the Bears, and
Billy
the Bears
Bond
are winning
Thornton.
so far. All right.
Okay, bye.
So, love you guys. And remember, I'm on Twitter when I'm not here. You can get more if you come to Twitter. I'm at Nays Garden. I'll look for you on Twitter. I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. It's a software thing that you download on your phone, or you can just go to .twitter.com. Okay, you should do it, and you can help support the cause and whatnot. There you go. 17,242, guys. That's what this says. Yeah, 17.4. Look at this. 17,189. Wow, it's bouncing around a lot.
Billy Ballantyne.
17.4 again.
Charmed. We just got our freedom from King George. Yay.
394. 300. It's quite dynamic. 394.
Billy Bond Thornton. Are you the charmed one?
399. Guys, this is unbelievable profit. Remember, it's going to keep going. Harmony's going to keep going up, man. If Bitcoin goes to 64,000, 68,000, Harmony will be at 35 cents.
Hashtag keep it open for Harmony.
That's about where it goes. Okay?
Billy Bond
It might not
Thornton.
be exact. It might be 30 cents,
Money
it might
mad
be 29
money.
cents. It could be 45, 50 cents by then. Could you imagine if it goes to 50 cents or $1? So you got plenty of time if you want to try to get in on it. It's easy to get it. It's easy to do. You can multiply your money this way. That's what I'm doing.
Billy Bond Thornton. Looks like Jim Cramer was wrong. Sell, sell, sell.
All right. You guys, love y'all. Take care. I will see you on the next show.